How you doing, guys? This is Louis from Sandways in East Northport, New York. We just finished up another vehicle. This happens to be a 2021 Dodge Challenger Scat Pack. We just installed an IGLA PINCODE system. And we'll demonstrate how it operates because we actually did additional features on this vehicle. We did engine stall option, which means you can start the vehicle like normal, but if you do not put your PIN code in it, the car will automatically shut down. We still have the ability to use a factory remote start, which that wasn't changing anyway, so we'll demonstrate. We'll start the vehicle, which is locked, and I think I started once already, but we'll start it again. So vehicle is remote started. The remote start functionality doesn't change. It actually stays working the same way. And what we're going to do now, we do have a working key to the vehicle, which is right here. Let's adjust the camera. So key is right here, remote started. Obviously, to do our takeover, you're supposed to put your foot on the brake and touch the button. So now you can drive the car away, but here's where IGLA comes in. If somebody really attacks the key, or for that matter, even has a working key and they remote start the car, you cannot simply just remote start and drive away. IGLA will still protect the vehicle because it actually monitors the shifter and it requires you to put your PIN code. If you do not put your PIN code, I'll demonstrate. Car completely shuts down. Why? Because IGLA still needs to get authorized even after it's remote started. And if you trigger the system, you're not going to be able to start the car. Very simple. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to enter our temporary code. We did change it, so our temporary code happens to be this button 4 times. We're going to wait for the indicators. And at that point, we could start the car, but I'm just going to demonstrate under normal conditions. If you come inside the car like this, you get inside the car, all you really need to do is just start your car like normal. Nothing really changes as far as that goes. If I move the shifter, the car will shut down. So instead of me moving the shifter, I will enter our temporary code. Once we enter the temporary code, IGLA allows the vehicle to be driven. Very, very simple to use. Okay, so that's one part of the way we set up this IGLA on this vehicle. We are allowing the car to start for simplicity purposes. Customer still has the ability to use the remote start. Let me put my seat belt because we're going to be actually testing another feature on the vehicle. I'm going to put our seat belt on. So pretty much IGLA monitors the PIN code. No PIN code, you cannot drive. That's simple. So let's also demonstrate how anti-carjacking works, because it's an additional option we offer on these kind of vehicles. So if somebody gets you out of the car while you authorize the vehicle, even after you authorize it to be driven, and then somebody hops back into the car, IGLA automatically activates anti-carjacking feature. In other words, car can still be driven, and I will demonstrate because we have to test the system. So we actually test it to make sure it works properly. Key still in here, car still running. We'll demonstrate somebody, Louis got inside the car, somebody left it running, anti-carjacking activates for whatever reason, and Louis is just gonna drive this car down the road. So, because we are actually gonna test it. IGLA will not shut down the vehicle in front of you, because basically the purpose of anti-carjacking feature is somebody takes the vehicle from you while he's authorized. It keeps a safe distance between you and the potential, person that takes the vehicle. And as you're driving down the road, maybe about 300 meters down the road, the indicators will keep on blinking to let you know you need to enter your PIN code. If you do not enter your PIN code, IGLA will shut down the vehicle when it comes to a safe speed, which usually is about anything under 10 miles an hour. We're just going to be driving down the road because we need to test this to make sure it works properly. So we're driving. We're just waiting for the indicators. That IGLA basically knows that the car was taken away. If you notice, the hazard indicators blink once. And they'll keep on blinking faster and faster. IGLA is waiting for you to put your PIN code in it. If you do not put your PIN code, IGLA will shut down. So what we're going to do, we're going to make a turn right here. Make sure there's nobody on this side. Notice they are blinking faster and faster. Oh, great. Didn't even have time to make a turn. So pretty much IGLA just shut down the vehicle. We're going to put it back to park. Key is right here. I'll attempt to try to start the car. IGLA will prevent you from starting the car because anti-carjacking kicked in, and that's how your car will basically shut down if it gets taken away from you. So what we're going to do is we're going to enter our current PIN code. We're going to wait for the hazard indicators. Only at that point can we restart this vehicle. And then you'll get your 4 flashes, meaning IGLA deactivated the anti-carjacking feature. Very simple. we're gonna turn back to the shop because we actually know that it works properly. And like I say, IGLA is an additional feature that we offer on these type of cars. So after you enter your PIN code, IGLA gets authorized. For whatever reason, somebody gets you out of the vehicle. IGLA will basically, once he sees the driver's door open, he knows that somebody got inside the vehicle. After you authorize it, you need to put your PIN code prior to driving away, or else IGLA will basically activate anti-carjacking features. Very simple. You need to know your current PIN code to be able to drive the vehicle. That's basically an option that we offer with anti-carjacking as well. So in other words, engine stall prevents anybody from driving the vehicle, even if you have a working key. Once you authorize the vehicle, if somebody gets you out of the vehicle and somebody hops in, even if the key's inside the vehicle, it will kick anti-carjacking feature. If you need one for your vehicle, just give us a call. Soundwaves Automobile Sound and Security. We are located in East Northport, New York. Phone number is 631-368-8853. Thanks for watching, guys.